Hi, this is Aaron Haynes,
Hey, this is Jason Gorosaurus.
and this is the extended version of Redux, which we slapped together in about 5 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. First off, huge thanks to Digital Taco for making this possible at all.
Yep,
well-
and Frankie for making
Yeah.
that possible to be possible.
Yes. This is a little portrait I made, one of two. There's one for the original version too of Toad in the Fantasia uniform.
Pretty
And-
nifty, I must say.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was pretty proud of it.
Yeah, that's one of the toads I haven't touched yet in the
Yeah.
movie, so I'll have to get to that sometime.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll have time, man. You might have to do it for the extended cut. We'll have to see. That's the only Godzilla. No, I take that back. That is one of only 2 Godzillas I've ever done. And this quote here, something I wanted to put in. I actually did some digging around for quotes like this, and basically what it is Red Wampa setting up the idea for the board with 3D Movie Maker Demon, talking about how it targets Pikios, and then Pikios passing on his 3DMM Good Luck Animation crown to Goro, since the basic idea of Redux is history repeating itself, with Goro as Pikios' character doing the same journey but having a different ending.
Yeah, and so far it seems to be coming true, because Redux was, when it first came out, 10 out of 10 from Space Ghost himself, or Scope.
I had to
came out of nowhere, just reviewed a movie,
Yeah, I had to clarify that yes, it was Space Goat who gave us a 10 out of 10, because Goro didn't believe it.
Yeah, I thought you were tugging my chain. I didn't appreciate that. And then this score here is an original track by Andrew James Thomas.
Rhymes are brave.
Rather brilliant, I
Yes.
must say.
Man makes some
And the
beautiful
end
music.
one as well, if we forget to.
So is the little DVD intro with the garbage about the expansion pack and all that, and then the portrait was something he did for Redux before he realized that the movie was coming out and he didn't have time to send me the score, so we used a lot of Avalon tracks while he actually composed a lot of different things for the film, which will be included in the DVD, and some of them are included in this movie. They're not in there yet. We're watching a version without any sound because the music isn't organized yet.
Yeah, there's just a few little cues in there just to make sure these are still on track.
Yeah.
Computers are rather wacky.
So you're starting to see a couple of new things, not a whole lot yet. This whole beginning
Just
here,
touching up mostly.
Yeah. This whole beginning here is something that Goro did, and at the time that he sent it to me, I had not seen Rebirth or Showdown, so he had to explain what was going on. I was like, yeah, it looks pretty.
It was kind of lost on Aaron there.
Looks pretty. What's it about?
Oh, well,
Yeah, you see
I'm lost, I don't know.
yeah, this is a movie where these meteors come down, destroy all this stuff. Oh, it's pretty cool. I should check it out.
Yep, and, I managed to fit Toad in there, so
Yeah.
it all works out.
Hey, it's a success,
in the
man,
end.
as far as I'm concerned. This is my favorite new thing that you did. This shot right here.
Really?
For the thing. Yeah.
Huh.
That was my favorite new thing that you did for the extended version.
Yep, it took a good while. It's probably the longest new shot, but we probably have to talk about the old stuff too, because
Yeah, we haven't talked about that stuff.
there we go. That was Herolix with his little claw things. That was thrown in for a
yeah, that I had to explain.
Kyle Magix?
Yeah,
Or Mago,
Magox.
or whatever. It's,
I don't know. He'll clarify when he hears this.
And there's
do you
the
want to talk about
infamous
the squirrel,
squirrel.
or should I? Yeah,
well,
I had done.
you like the more streamlined approach. I like the bumpier, more wacky approach.
Mine was a little bit slower too. If I can find that, you might have to send that to me because I don't think I have it anymore.
I actually edited in like more detail to this whole scene, but I kind of lost that recently. I think it works well anyhow.
What did you add?
As it is. Well, ears and stuff to all the squirrels.
Oh, yeah.
'cause,
I've changed a little
stuff
bit
like
here.
that gets to me.
I've changed the whole sky, basically. I've actually cheated a little bit. That's an expansion texture. We're not supposed to be using expansions in the first or second act until Goro's little hallucination scene.
And Squidward's feet are black now.
Yeah.
I noticed that.
Did you notice the couple extra frames of him being hit by the meteor?
I did. I was like, man, it sure sucked last time I saw this.
What's going on here? It sucks less.
Yeah, those two big scenes back there, that was not actually supposed to be connected, but they sure flowed pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed. And then here's the first sanctuary shots with a few new characters and whatnot.
Yeah, I had to tell you to stop working on them because otherwise you would have spent the entire movie adding cameos.
Uh-huh.
And we did have 2 more acts that we had to work on, so had to kind of cut you off there.
Probably about 4 months on that last shot before.
Those were the Guardians, the only original handmade character design. In the everything else was pulled from other movies. I don't know. What did we design? What did we decide that they were all about?
Cool design.
Cool design. Hey, yeah, that works for me, man. But no, the basic idea. The basic idea behind the Guardians. We talked about this a little bit. Is the sanctuary in Redux is supposed to be the bulletin board, because that's where all of the community personalities have gathered and all their characters are running around doing stuff, they're talking, you know, whatever. But they're either moderators, because they do a lot of different things within the board, sealing the doors, closing the windows, that sort of thing. Or they're just, they kind of represent the status quo of the community, because you have Goro's character trying to open up the window to show everybody what's going on in the world of 3D Movie Maker. Stuff's getting torn up.
Some people haven't seen it yet.
By now, yeah. And then, what was I talking about?
This is all night now, you might notice. Yeah, this is new. We're not going to give you any more hints as to what that's all about, because it's pretty obvious.
Well, we could have people pretty much guess on what we were trying to do there, or we could explain it and, you know, stop months and months of speculation.
I mean, if we explain it, then we can't be seen as mad geniuses.
Yeah, exactly. If we explain it, you know.
Precisely.
Yeah, no, the truth behind it, the real secret, I thought it looked a lot cooler, so. There you go.
And it gives us something to do for an extended version here.
The only 2 lines of dialogue in the entire movie. Important is it?
I was talking over.
There's a third one. There's a third one in the extended. Much later
I guess it counts.
Yeah.
It's vocally rendered and
more fantastic voice work coming out by Gorosaurus.
This one actually won a Best Scene award. That one back there with the Godzilla and all.
So then you felt obliged to actually make it a good scene.
Watch out! This is
never.
4 weeks worth mixed into 2.5 nights.
Yeah.
Right here.
Very cool stuff.
In fact, I did my first all-nighter in my life to do this for you.
Because we thought the movie was coming out that day, so I told him, all right, if I'm staying up all night, you're staying up all night. So. Yeah, a whole bunch of
here I thought we'd get it out.
Yeah.
But then a rascal demon in its own self came up.
Yeah.
I think we had some sort of symbolism worked out for the infamous bug in here, but I don't specifically remember where it was pointed.
Scene 39 bug, yeah. The new wallet, I like that. Much better than my
character there, no one even knows yet.
And here's my big half of Act 2, which I didn't change at all, partly because of scene timing reasons. We didn't really have time to go through with it all, and partly because
it pretty much says everything it needs to as well.
It's one of the few
it would only be graphical changes.
Yeah, it's one of the few things in the movie that I was actually proud enough that I didn't have to tinker with it later. So
it's probably some of the best actual direction with the cinematography.
Oh, thank you.
Even though it might not look the most superior with the 3 colors per scene or whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's actually some really good stuff here. Like we'll see.
There's a shot coming up right here. I don't think anyone's ever done something like that.
That.
Where it keeps him in the same place, but it's a camera zoom effect where the background gets wider, and I don't know. I just always wanted to try that, and I was pretty surprised how well it turned out.
Yeah, I saw the same type of thing. I watched Jaws today, and And I gotta say, Peter Jackson did not invent that shot, and I always thought he did.
Man,
But golly, I'll call it that anyways.
What a
That's
hack.
a Jackson shot.
There's the elephant from Stranger 4. I always thought, I loved it. I loved the way it looked, but I always thought it was kind of a distraction because you're supposed to be looking at the Guardian kind of softly shaking his head saying...
Yeah, it's the tusks there.
Yeah.
Ivory. It's just...
Yeah, it
not
stands
good.
out. Draws your attention away from what's really going on. Oh, check out the plant. What was that? What was that all about?
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's stare at it for a minute, see if it does anything else.
You know, I could probably find a few prehistoric plants that look exactly like that. Conifers? I'm serious
It's a
here.
fern, yeah.
Paleobotany, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Except for it's incredibly boring, and I only know the word.
Yeah.
So I say that to people just to make them
Think you're
think I'm
much
smart.
smarter than you really are. Okay, well, that works too. This shot was actually supposed to be a lot bigger when I designed it. He's supposed to be like looking up at the ceiling, looking around, and all the little bursts of expansion color avoiding his gaze, moving out of the way. But that would have required some serious rotation, which would have taken an extra week, and we didn't really have that much
Yeah,
time.
the rotation, you'll get enough of it coming
yeah.
up here.
You know,
The scene that I voted for, I will have you know, for
well, thank you.
the best one, because it really is.
This is the scene.
It's something that had never even been, you know, thought of, because it's just impossible. I don't think it's possible still.
Thank you, sir. This is the scene that got us an extra point from Andres. He said,
Well, now that's hard
yeah,
to do.
from
Because
just this one
a
scene
point
alone,
did
so, yeah.
separate. It separated me from JP in my original release.
Yeah.
And that still gets me to this day. I will win.
Yes.
I will.
Now here's actually, yeah, oh yeah. I was working on that through most of the production. It was one of the first things that I started on, and it was
BRB.
one of the
Gotta
last
get
things
new
that I
pants.
finished.
Blammo!
Yeah.
Ah.
And I did that. I changed that part just for Handmade Character because he complained. Because we had the cross-hatching little black thing that was supposed to represent a big hole in the wall. And it sucked. I agree. It sucked.
Whoa! I hear a roar. That's new.
What was that, a sound glitch?
I guess.
I don't know. I've got my volume turned down. We'll mess with that later. And this is actually, of everything that was done on the extended version, this is now my favorite of the 3 acts. It was Act 2 for a little while because of the new battle stuff, but I love the graphical changes we made to this one. Well, mostly that
we
I
have.
made.
There's actually buildings and
No, the buildings were there. It's
interesting stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Or, did I say boulders?
boulders, yeah. that was the main thing that won me over for Act 3.
And I had to delete Yoshi there.
Yeah.
Had to replace him with Godzilla.
That new one looks wonderful. I love it.
Had to do.
There's a neat little moment coming up that I almost wish we'd had more time to work with. This shot here, which is one of my favorite angles, and the blast comes out of nowhere and the rock hits Toad in the head.
That dirt made it real tough to
Yeah.
work with because it's right up
Yeah,
there.
no, you can't grab it.
So they don't move much there.
And new thing coming up here, which I decided on completely spur of the moment.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
it actually. It's probably worth downloading just to see this
Thank
part because woo dotty.
Yeah, there's that shot there, and then we jump back to you telling your characters,
Super
hey,
emotional here, you know.
it's gonna be all right.
You got to get that.
Aww.
Just hand me the
And
Oscar.
then suddenly, boom, something bursts through the wall. And this is my triumphant return to the community after being away for a very long time and showing up and seeing the expansion stuff and saying, okay, well,
on a
What?
blue
Yeah.
moth thingy, no less.
it's kind of me catching the community with their pants down, you know? I see all this expansion stuff going on. It's like, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? All this stuff sitting around, no one's using it? Huh?
There, we explained what happened to Godzilla
Yeah,
there.
finally.
For everyone who was confused.
Yeah. Okay, this does look better.
I didn't touch it up that much actually. You had it pretty much down.
He just
deleted a few of the
yeah,
circles.
he looked weird. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of added a little bit to Goro's resurrection.
Yeah, give it a little luster.
Yeah, and this is
A
new.
little makeup for old Goro.
This was spur of the moment, but I loved it. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out.
Sweet, our computers are in sync.
Yes. You don't believe that they are?
Well, now I know they
now
are.
you know they are. Okay.
Golly.
Yeah, I was a little worried for a second there. Like I'd be talking, that's new. That's something I did.
Yep. You also made one of those handmade Goro designs there, and I can't even tell which one it is anymore, because it's just...
The one where he's,
It's
he
seamlessly
narrows his eyes
perfect.
and gives this devious little smile. That was one of the few times that I actually got it looking a lot like something you did. A lot has been made of this explosion, which I wanted to add to, but at the time I already got enough slowdown from it.
Oh, this is like my favorite scene. Right there!
Yeah.
It's just so pointless.
I was surprised how well the music timed up for that. I mean, we didn't have to show any more of
Not
the
too
explosion.
shabby.
It was just, you know, reaction shots of people being blown in the wind and that sort of thing. You see, did I miss any? No, I don't think I did.
Well, now, I guess we look back right now on the effect of Redux
we have
and
to, I
how
mean-
people will learn to read readmes and other certain
If you don't
things.
read this readme, you won't know what it says.
Precisely.
Yeah. I love the new Lock and Toad stuff here. Looks so much better than mine. Well,
If
you
say
didn't
so, I'll
change
take
that
that.
one. That's,
I'm good
that's
at-
the only one I got away with.
No, that one was supremely
Thank you.
Gorofied, so I can't really touch it.
Is there something else going on in this shot? I can't remember. Hmm.
No,
No, I don't
no,
think so.
just a black moon horizon
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I just had a screensaver pop on. I might be a little bit behind you.
You ought to turn that off. We got the Redux extended credits here, and I guess from now on we just talk, fill in
Yeah.
time before the commercial
My credits are
break,
just starting.
that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
So, I don't know. What do you think it's about? Kind of putting you on the spot.
I think it's about,
Kind of putting you
What?
on the spot because I can't think of anything to say.
well, whenever I'm on the spot, I like to mention Colonel
Okay,
Sanders.
so I'm going to tell everybody what I think
It just
it's about.
works.
No, but the basic idea we had behind it was it's, you know, we look back at Rebirth and Showdown. They're basically, you know, State of the Union addresses to the community. They say what's going on at that certain certain point in time. And we kind of wanted to throw back to that and let everybody see, you know, what's happened since then. So it's the same basic idea with the Board with 3D Movie Maker Demon targeting out some member of the community. But since it was in 2003 and the expansion pack had just come out, we wanted to show that while the same thing that can happen, people get bored with the program and leave, there is something there to keep the last few people who are still animating around. You know, maybe you could pick up the expansion, maybe it would just revitalize a little bit, maybe it would get you working on your movie again, trying new stuff, that sort of thing. So, yeah, that's, I mean, you know, that's really all it has to be about. You can look at the symbolism if you want to, you can just enjoy it as it is, but mainly we wanted to get people making movies again. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a better explanation than what I had.
What was yours?
Well, actually, mine was just this was going to be an HMC
Yeah.
fest. If you remember, that's the first thing I asked
yeah.
you. Do you like working with handmade characters? And from there, it just
snowballed, yeah.
went. Yep. And then you actually put a point to
Yeah.
it, and you know, kind of cut out all the junk. Yeah, put me to work, slaved me.
Yes.
I slaved you. I went on vacation, drank some lemonade,
Well, I furiously
recorded after the movie was
Well,
finished.
Yeah, that's almost. Yeah. That's something you really have to do. You gotta keep them around. And enjoy my
Oh, precisely. I mean, golly, I'm sure someone other than Tom Bound actually be listening here.
I'm sure everybody's
honestly.
turned it off at this point. You just keep talking if you want to.
Well, I'll bet he's already downloaded it off of the server before we upload here.
I took.
He's just that good.
Well, maybe. Maybe they're listening to this right now.
Wow. That's awesome. We should make a movie
Yeah.
about that. We'll call it I Can't Come Up With Anything.
We'll just call it that. I mean, you know, whatever.
I was thinking alternate redux.
Hey, that's a good idea.
That is.
Tell you what, I'll have my people call your people. We'll do lunch.
I don't have many people, but I like lunch.
All right, we'll just do lunch then.
Okie dokie. Later, guys.